The enemy.
Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
And he shall do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So who to put a yoke of iron upon our neck? Who had yokes of iron on their neck? And he, that enemy, shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. That's right. Why the pastor don't teach you this in Sunday church, man?
Right.
Go ahead.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Now you calling yourself African American. You calling yourself black. Or I'm a ride or die nigga. Right? I'm a hood nigga. Right? I'm a Hispanic. Right? The man put a yoke of iron on our neck until we ain't know who we was no more.
Right.
Once he wiped that out, or I could take, man, like we always say, once you put a leash on a dog for 6 months and keep him right by your side, once you take that leash off, that leash gonna be mentally still there, so he gonna stay right there. That's right. That's right. That's what's going on with our. That's why we destroy it.
Right.
Right. Give me 64.
Yeah.
So it was like us, them,
64.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64.
Right.
And the Lord shall scatter thee amongst all people.
And the Lord shall do what?
Scatter thee amongst all people.
How did the Most High scatter the Israelites amongst everybody? That's how he scattered us, right? Go ahead.
From one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Because the Israelites all over the earth, right? We the ones all over the earth. We the ones built your wall of China, right? We the ones built your great 8 wonders.
That's right.
All of them obelisks in Italy and all of that. That's why you got the black statues of Christ and the Israelites over there in Europe.
That's right.
Because you know the truth.
That's right.
Rappers know the truth. You know we are the salt of the earth and God's chosen people.
That's right.
Read.
From one end, from one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Yeah, so the Most High said he was going to scatter us from one end of the earth, even to the another. We all over the earth. Right? Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And then we going to do what?
Serve other gods.
And them other gods is Islam, Buddha, Christianity.
That's right.
More signs.
That's right.
Masonic temple. And whatever else you can think about. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Because guess what? When we came out of Egypt, we didn't know nothing about them other religions. We didn't know nothing about them other gods. Go ahead.
Even wood and stone.
That wood is your Christian cross. That other god of wood is your Christian cross. That stone is your cobblestone.
That's right.
So the Most High had his own children down pat. He got our number. Right? Go ahead.
And amongst these nations shall they find no rest, no ease.
Amongst these what?
These nations shall thou find no ease.
So in whose neighborhood that you have all different nations in their neighborhood, they don't have a piece of nothing and not a damn store.
That's us.
What people is this Bible talking about?
Right.
Go ahead. Check that flyer out, brother. The number's on there if you need to contact us.
I left my info right here.
All right, brother. Go ahead.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Neither shall what?
The sole of thy foot have rest.
We be working like hell for these devils. These devils be working the hell out of us.
Right.
Go ahead.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
Like I just said, when we step out the door, we paranoid as hell. The black man is paranoid as hell. Go ahead.
And a failing of eyes.
That's right. And we got low self-esteem. Go ahead.
And sorrow of mind.
And depressed as hell.
Right.
Right. Go ahead.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
Like, man, look, I don't know if I'm going to make it to 25.
Right.
I'm going out the house. I don't know if I'm going to make it back in. Go ahead.
And thou shalt fear day and night.
Man, like I just said, man, we fear day and night. Us black men, we fear day and night. and not on no manhood stuff, but you devils know you put the terror in us. When you took our nationality from us, you knew that would make us be unassured of ourselves.
That's right.
You knew it. Go ahead.
And shall have no assurance of thy life.
Right.
In mourning thou shalt say, would God it were even.
So we going through so much trouble and stress. When we get up in the morning, we wish the time. Shalom.
Shalom.
We wish the time. The brother contact you about next week? Did the brother contact you about next week? I'll hit you up. All right. Read that over again.
And in the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even.
So the stress and the depression that we going through, when we get up, we so stressed out, we wish time passed fast and it was later on that day. So I can get back to sleeping, sleep the stress off.
Right.
And at even thou shalt say, God, it were morning.
Right, so in the evening, you still trying to make time. You actually want time to go past and live. You know what I'm saying? You just want your life to time.
Right.
Stressed out.
Right.
Go ahead.
For the fear of thy heart.
For what?
For the fear of thy heart.
Go ahead.
Wherewith thou shalt fear.
Right, so the Most High put them fears in our mind. We was just stating that. Go ahead.
And for the sight of thy eyes.
That's why you want the time to fly past, because you're depressed. That's right, go ahead.
Which thou shalt see.
So all of the stress, all of the depression that we going through and we see, right, go ahead.
For the sight of thy eyes which thou shalt see.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord shall do what?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Most High, we was in Egypt. This time, this talking about a spiritual Egypt. Right?
That's right.
Go to Exodus 20.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2.
Right.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Brought us out of where?
Out of the land of Egypt.
There's that term Egypt again, right? So we about to get the definition of what the term Egypt means in the Bible.
Right.
Go ahead.
Out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt means the house of slavery or bondage. Go ahead. Go back to that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Most High said he's going to bring us Israelites, back into slavery again. Right? Again means a second time or over and over. Right? Go ahead.
With ships.
So the Most High said he's going to bring the Israelites back into slavery, but this time with ships. Cargo slave ship. Cargo slave ship. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So Moses said, guess what? The same way I tell you this going to happen, when it go down, it's going to happen exactly the way I told you it's going to happen. Go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And guess what? Us blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we haven't seen our homeland again. Right? We haven't seen our homeland again. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there you should be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
So who was we sold to when we got off of them ships? Who the hell was the blacks and Hispanics sold to when they got off of their slave ships?
Your enemies!
Who is their enemies? The so-called dirty cracker devil white man.
That's right!
Right.
Ain't that right, sister? Our sisters hate that.
Yeah.
And there you shall be sold to who?
Your enemies!
Go ahead.
For bondmen and bond women.
That's men and women in bondage. That's what bond men and bond women
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, it's actually where the
Men and women in bondage.
Right.
Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man is going to be able to redeem us out of that slavery until the Most High raises that seal, like I said.
That's right.
Right? Got something you want to bring out, Hawk? Anybody got a specific question? Who the Most High is? Give me Exodus 15:3.